Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're all very well. Today, I want to start with a little story, and it's a story of something that's happened here in Newtownards, but also it's a story of something that happened just down the road from our church here. And it's the story of this place here. This is Shaw's Bakery. It's just down the street from our church. And way back at the start of this year, when we were in lockdown, unfortunately, something happened. And it started with two police officers. And these two police officers were in Shaw's and they were buying their breakfast. And they decided that they were going to pay for another breakfast. And the owners of Shaw's then thought of a person who they could give that free breakfast to this little elderly gentleman who came in every weekend, and they decided that this man should get that free breakfast. And then they shared it. They shared this story on their Facebook page, so they did. And then something amazing happened. It then started a bit of a chain reaction where lots of people then started to give money in to then pay for other people's food when they were coming in. So people were coming into the shop and they were going to buy something and they were told, you know what, it's been paid free already, so you don't need to pay it free. And that was making people feel really happy, and it was showing a good example of this random act of kindness, which we're going to be looking at today. And another example of a random act of kindness. And when I was thinking about this talk for today, I was having me think about it on my way to work, way into school. And when I got into school and I got into my classroom and I got to my desk, I found this little thing. Now you might not be able to see it very well, but this is a worry worm, and this was left on my desk in work, so it was in school, and it's from a pupil of mine, and his mum makes these worry worms, and it comes in a wee pack like this here, and it has a wee poem inside it. It says, "Please take me home. I am a little worry worm. Keep me close, keep me near. When a worry pops into your head, hold me tight, whisper in my ear. I will take away your worry, so you have nothing left to fear." And it's from a wee company called Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. So, Random Acts of Kindness. I thought, you know what, that is absolutely amazing. And this is what I've been thinking about for my talk. And I found this on my desk. And this pupil's mum, she makes these. She packs them up and then she leaves them in random places. So she leaves them in maybe some restaurants or some cafes, or she leaves them in some places where there's maybe lots of people in around, maybe the Bangor, Downey area, and for people to take these home. And it's just another really great example of a random act of kindness, because she didn't have to make these. She didn't have to spend all this time crocheting all this together, sewing it all together, sticking on the wee eyes and stuff like that there. But she decided she wanted to do that to show kindness, to show love to people. And then there's another example that we see today in our passage that we learned, that we were hearing about there, from King David. He wanted to do something in honour of Jonathan, who was King Saul's son. And we've heard about King Saul before. He was quite a powerful man, so he was. And King David, he wanted to do something in his honour. So he did. So he asked, was there anybody left from his family? And it just happened to be that one of Saul's servants was there, and he told him of Jonathan's son. So that would have been Saul's grandson, a fella called Mephibosheth. And Mephibosheth, he wasn't anybody special. He wasn't really a nobody. He was a nobody. He was a nobody. He wasn't anybody special. He wasn't any very powerful man or anything like that at that time. And he also was lame. It says in the passage he was lame, and that just basically means that he couldn't walk. So he really wasn't that special. If we think back, if we maybe heard stories before of people who maybe can't walk or maybe not very well, they weren't really thought of very nicely back in them times. But King David, he didn't care about that. He didn't care about that. He just wanted to do something special in the memory of Jonathan and Saul. So he brings Mephibosheth to him. He sends out his servants and gets him brought to him, and he does something really special for him. He gives him all of his grandfather's property and his land back. And he also gives him servants to work that land as well for him. But then he took it one step further and he did something even maybe not just as good, but something really special, something that doesn't happen a lot. He invited him to come and sit and eat at his table. So King David invited Mephibosheth to come and eat at his table, just like a member of that royal family. And that was something very special. That didn't happen just to anybody. Not everybody was invited. That was a very special thing. So King David did like this magnificent random act of kindness for Mephibosheth. And then that got me thinking about another random act of kindness, and this one wasn't random. This was a planned act of kindness. This was the best act of kindness, and that was Jesus. And God sent Jesus here to die on the cross for us, and that was the ultimate act of kindness that we will ever hear about, because he came and he died for us so that we would be sinless, so we didn't have to live with all this sin. And that is just the ultimate act of kindness. That is just something that is absolutely amazing. Much better than what was happening down in Shaw's, which was great, and it made people feel really, really happy, and gave them something that was good when things weren't so good happening in and around us. These little worry worms, it was much better than that. It was much better than what King David did, and King David did a lot, and what he did was magnificent. But Jesus coming and dying on the cross was just the ultimate thing that happened to us. So before I let you go, I want to leave you with a little bit of a challenge, and this shouldn't really be a challenge. It should be pretty easy for us to do. But it's how can we then show love and kindness to the people around us? How can we be like Jesus and show love and kindness? Be like King David. Be like my people's mum. Be like the people who in Shaw's, paying it forward and giving money to help other people and to brighten other people's days. So how can you guys, use little people? You might think, nah, I can't do very much. I'm only a little person. I can't do very much. But you can. We can show kindness to people by being nice to them. We can show kindness to people by even just saying hello to someone, giving them a little wave. Even people here in church, I just absolutely love that, to see you guys just giving a little wave and saying hello to them on past. That just makes them feel loved, gives them a bit of a warm feeling inside. So it does. And maybe in school as well, you could be that kind person, that loving person that maybe someone new and they don't maybe have very many friends, and you could go over and be that friendly person, and make them feel welcome. Or inviting someone in the playground to come and play who maybe is standing on their own. Or maybe it's being nice to our brothers and sisters at home for once, maybe. Even though they're probably really annoying and you don't want to be nice to them, but really try and be nice to them and do something really nice for them. Help a mum and dad, do something around the house. Maybe it is keep tidying up after ourselves, tidying our rooms or whatever it is. Just by doing some sort of these acts of kindness just shows how much we love them and how much we care for them, just like Jesus did for us when he died on the cross. Thank you for listening. I'll see you all soon. Bye.